up there, when we move into the novice category, we're really looking at whether or not the dancer's on time, whether or not the dancer is able to use their grounding to travel across the floor, and whether or not the dancer is in a state of delay or stay. And out of the three, you've grabbed two of them really, really well. So when you're using your timing, it was really clear what foot strike you were on. It was a triple, it was a double. And as you were dancing your patterns, you definitely had movement and showed movement for her as well. So you guys had somewhere to be, and you were really clear about how we were going to get there as far as what pattern it was. Once we were there though, it was moving into the next pattern. And once we got through that one, then it was ready for the next one. And when we were cheering, there were a couple of moments where if you had stayed and celebrated with us, we all would have been able to appreciate the moment longer. So the third judging mechanic of stay in the way we use anchor, it's part of how we judge connection, it's part of how we judge a dancer's comfort. If you just take a deep breath and keep that eye contact and stay in that awkward for a second before picking your next motion, 2-beat, 4-beat intervals every once in a while in the dance, you would find so much room for breath and creativity and trust between the partnership. That would be the thing to help you stand out on the novice floor.
Sweet, thanks.
Absolutely.
I think that's exactly the thing that I saw as well. I think in pertaining to like an intermediate quality, there was like a little bit of an assumption of like, oh, I know this, I think this is gonna be this way. And so the act of staying can be stationary, but also just like maintaining whatever is happening in that moment and allowing the present to determine what will happen next and not being worried about the next move, which I know is really hard.
No, a great way at the intermediate level, when you were feeling the assumption from the music, like you knew where the music was going to go, we were able to go there with you with like how you were learning your hand positions and
the
stuff.
grooves and stuff. That was all good. It was like the traveling of like, I know where that's gonna go. That's the part that kept getting you. And when, as I've been preaching all weekend, if you're traveling a lot, then you're having less dance moments in general. Yeah, I should say less body motion movements, which is a strength of yours that you don't want to take away from your dance.
And just because we got to work together earlier, and an intermediate level, when you did work the knee ankle cycle, we could see foot roll and we could watch that affect your body. It's clear that that's still in the development process. Give grace to yourself that that's a skill set you're developing. It's not a skill set you have mastered yet. So when it was there, it was there. And when it wasn't there, we missed it. Yeah? But that means keep going with that journey because it's going to be there for you soon. Yeah?